Yeah. Good evening, my dear children. Welcome back to UPrep virtual classes. I hope you all are doing good. Arnav, are you there, beta? Arnav, are you there? Is my audio and video clear? Can you please tell me can you please text it in the chat so that I can understand that from my side there is no problem? Yes, audio and video is perfect. Okay, thank you. That's great. Okay, today we would like to move into the session number 3 of lines and angles. In the last session, we have discussed about different types of lines and their angles and their properties. Now, today, basically, in this session, we are going to discuss about the theorems which are involved on the angles as well as on the parallel lines. Okay, now, first theorem, I have already shared my screen. My dear children, I would like to ask you go to the third slide. It is basic theorem on angles. Please make a note of it in your notes. Theorem number 1. Theorem number 1. Before putting theorem number 1 in your notebook, just write one heading, that is basic theorem on angles. Basic theorems on angles. So today, first topic we are going to discuss about basic theorems on angles. So here we go with the first theorem. First theorem: if a ray stands on a line, if a ray stands on a line, then the sum of adjacent angles are supplementary. This is the theorem, my dear children. First theorem is, if a ray stands on a line, then the sum of the adjacent angles are supplementary. What do you mean by this? Okay, let us take a line. Name it as A and B. Now on this line, there must be one ray. Okay, let us suppose that this is the ray standing on the line B. So OC is a ray which is standing on the line AB. Now what we have to prove? Sum of the pair of adjacent angles are supplementary. Here, of course, there is only one pair. These are adjacent angles. Why they are called adjacent angles? In the previous session, we have discussed that adjacent angles have a common vertex and a common arm, and non-common arms will lie on either side of the non-common arm. Okay? Oh, sorry, either side of the common arm. These two are the non-common arms of this angle and this angle. That means AOC is one angle, BOC is the other angle. For these two angles, OC is common ray. OC is the common arm. Okay. What are non-common arms? OA and B. If they form opposite rays, then they will become a linear pair. That also we have discussed. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove that the sum of these two angles is 180 degrees. Okay, now Please write this statement in your notebook, Nana. If a ray stands on a line, if a ray stands on a line, then the sum of a pair of adjacent angles, are supplementary. Okay, please make a note of this statement. Then we will proceed into the proof of this theorem. Did you all write this? If a ray stands on a line, then the sum of a pair of adjacent angles are supplementary.
Written, sir.
That's good, beta. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degrees. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First, please draw the figure. Okay. OC is a ray which stands on a line AB. To prove. Now angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degrees we have to prove. Okay. Angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degrees. To prove this, we will have a small construction. Let us see. Construction. Let us draw one perpendicular OD perpendicular to AB. Okay, na? Draw OD perpendicular to AB. Please copy up to here. Draw OD perpendicular to AB. Done up to there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will erase the board. Are you comfortable? Shall I erase the board?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What we have to prove? We have to prove angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degrees. We have to prove, right? Okay. Let us see. What will be the value of angle AOC? Can I write it as angle AOD minus angle COD? Can I write? Can I write? Angle AOD minus angle COD will be angle AOC. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, can you please tell me what is the measure of angle AOD?
Sir, 90 degrees.
That's why?
Sir, because through construction we drew OD perpendicular to BA line.
Absolutely right. So the value of AOD from the construction, it is 90 degrees. So I will substitute the value of AOD here. Then what I will get? 90 degrees minus angle COD. Yes or no? Yes. And this value is equal to what, Nana? Angle AOC. So let me write it. Angle AOC is equal to 90 degrees minus angle COD. Mark it as equation 1. Next, we got the value of angle AOC. Now what the value we need to find? Angle BOC. Chalo, let us find from the figure what will be the value of angle BOC. Angle BOC is equal to angle BOD plus angle COD. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
That's good. So angle BOD plus angle COD. Now can you please tell me what is the value of angle BOD?
So the value of BOD would be 90 degree as it is perpendicular bisector of line BA.
Not perpendicular bisector, it is perpendicular by construction. Okay. Now let us substitute 90 degrees plus angle COD, and this value is equal to angle BOC. So angle BOC is equal to 90 degrees plus angle COD. I'll mark it as equation 2. Now what we have to prove? Angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180. Okay. Here I have angle AOC. Here I am having angle BOC. In LHS, what it is? Angle AOC plus angle BOC. What operation we have to do so that we will get here angle AOC plus angle BOC from these two equations?
Sir, addition.
That's absolutely good. Now, adding the equations 1 and 2. Adding the equations 1 and 2, we get angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to, now RHS is 90 degrees minus angle COD plus 90 degrees plus angle COD. Now, what can be cancelled in RHS?
Sir, COD.
Right, because they are of opposite magnitudes, they can be cancelled. Now, what do we get? 90 plus 90? 180 degrees. Therefore, angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degrees. Is that what we have to prove?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, we have proved. Come on, make a note of this. I hope you guys understood this. Arnav and Bhumika, beta. Bhumika, I am not hearing from you.
Yes, sir, it is clear.
Okay, then please make a note of this. Yeah, make it fast, Nana. Make it fast, please. In basic theorem of angles, we have discussed the first theorem, that is, if a ray stands on a line, then the sum of a pair of adjacent angles are supplementary. That is the first theorem on basic theorems of. Make it fast.
Taken down, sir.
Done? Shall we move on to the second one?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, make a note of it. Theorem number 2. Theorem number 2. If the sum of a pair of adjacent angles are supplementary, then their non-common arms are opposite rays. Then their non-common arms are opposite rays. That is, they form a straight line.
Sir, is this converse of theorem 1?
Absolutely right. Can you try to solve this?
Sir, we are given that angle BOC plus AOC equals to 180 degree.
That's good.
Sir, then we have to prove that BOA is a straight line.
AOB is a straight line. How you will prove it? Can you guess?
So maybe we have to draw another ray.
No. Okay. How will you draw another ray? Can you please tell me? Is it a perpendicular or some other thing like that?
Sir, we have to prove that AOB is a straight line.
Yeah. We have to
Sir,
prove AOB is a straight line.
Sir, but if we consider that AOB is not a straight line and we construct a line OC which is lifted above OD which is lifted above OB.
Oh, that's absolutely great, man. Very good. So here AOC plus BOC is equal to 180 degrees, but AOB are non-collinear basically. Okay. So what do is from O we will extend to a point some D like that, and we will think that these are collinear, and we will come to know the required proof. Let us solve it. Okay. Draw the figure, Nana. Yeah, Bhumika, just we completed first theorem. That is nothing but if a ray stands on a line,
Excuse me, sir.
One second, I'm to Bhumika.
Sir, actually, she is not there.
Oh, I saw the chat and I was trying to say that she will understand. Okay, that's fine. When she joins, I will tell her. Now, meanwhile, let's move on to this. Yeah. Just draw the figure better. And write down. Did you draw the figure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now write down what I say. Given angle AOC and angle BOC are a pair of adjacent angles such that angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degrees. So they are supplementary, it's already given in the question. Just write that. Are you done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now write down. To prove. OA and OB are opposite rays. That is, AOB is a straight line. AOB is a straight line. AOB is a straight line. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, write down. Proof. Yeah. Angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degrees. Angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degrees. Angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degrees. And AOB are non-collinear. AOB are non-collinear. In the bracket, write down contrary to the conclusion. Non-collinear. Contrary to the conclusion. Okay? Contrary to the conclusion. Full stop. Next line. Let us extend AO. Let us extend AO to a point D. Let us extend AO to a point D such that AOD are collinear. AOD are collinear. Now, now AOC and COD form adjacent angles which lie on the same line, right?
Sir, I didn't understand.
Okay, see beta. AOB are non-collinear. So what? If you extend a line to a point, then these 3 points should be collinear, na? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. If these 3 are collinear, now OC is a ray standing on it. Now these form adjacent angles which lie on a line. So they will be supplementary, na?
Yes, sir.
Right. By using the theorem 1. So I said now I extended AO to a point D and I am saying that AOD are collinear. If AOD are collinear, AOD is a straight line according to my assumption now. According to my assumption, AOD is a straight line. AOD is a straight line. Which ray is standing on that line? Standing on that line, right? Yes, beta. Arnav,
Yes, sir.
did you understand my point now?
Yes, sir.
Don't say yes, sir, in confused mode. Did you understand or not? Again, I will explain, no problem.
So you are saying that angle AOC plus angle DOC would form 180 degree
Yeah.
according to assumption.
Yeah. Did you understand my point that?
Yes, sir.
Right. How did you, in what way you understood? I said that AO has been extended to a point D, I said. So naturally, according to my assumption, AOD must be the straight line. Yes or no? Yes
Yes,
or
sir.
no? Yes. If AOD is a straight line and OC is a ray standing on it, then the sum of this adjacent pair must be 180 degrees. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. So what are the adjacent angles here? AOC and COD. That's what I've written. So angle AOC plus angle COD is equal to 180 degrees. Got my point? Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now write down. Therefore, angle AOC plus angle COD is equal to 180 degrees. Next line. From the above, we observe that angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to angle AOC plus angle COD. Am I right? Yes or no? What was the first one? Angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 was the first equation. And now what we got? Angle AOC plus angle COD is equal to 180 degrees. We got now. From these two equations, what do we get? We will get both LHS are equal. Why? Because the things which are equal to the same things are equal to one another. Yes or no, my dear boy?
Yes, sir.
Right. So in both equations, RHS is 180 degrees. So now we can equate their LHS. What is LHS in first condition? AOC plus BOC. What will be LHS in the second condition? AOC plus COD. Now what happens? Equal angles on both sides. What do we get? Angle BOC is equal to angle COD. Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. Just a minute. Just a minute. Don't write. Don't be in busy in copying. I will give you ample of time to copy that. Now listen here. We got a BOC and a COD. Both angles are equal to each other. Now let us see the figure. BOC is this part and COD is this part. So, but angle BOC is greater than angle COD as D is a point lies interior of angle BOC. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, what happens? This leads to the contradiction. This leads to the contradiction that AOB are non-collinear, which we have made in the beginning. So our assumption is false. Hence, AOB are collinear. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Right. Copy this. Just copy up to here. The rest I will explain. And the rest I will dictate. You can write in your notebook. Just after copying that, you tell me I am done. Then I will start dictating the rest of this problem. Done, beta?
1 minute, sir.
Yeah. Make it faster. Make it fast.
Yes, sir. Done.
Right. Now write down. This leads to the contradiction. This leads to the contradiction as A, O, B are non-collinear. This leads to the contradiction as A, O, B are non-collinear, which we have made in the beginning. This leads to a contradiction that A, O, B are non-collinear, which we have made in the beginning. Next line. Therefore, A, O, B are collinear. A, O, B are collinear. A, O, B are collinear. Next line. So, OA and OB forms opposite rays. Hence, AOB is a straight line. Is that what we have to prove?
Yes, sir.
That's good. So first theorem was, if a ray stands on the line, then the sum of a pair of adjacent angles are supplementary. Second one, if the sum of adjacent angles are supplementary, then the non-common arms are opposite rays. That means they form a straight line. So first one is the original one and second one is the converse of the first theorem. I hope you understood this. Right. Now let's move on to the third theorem.